Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here and it's time for my June wrap up. So as you may know that in June I decided that I was going to do without a TBR, and unfortunately I don't think it's really worked for me. Although I read 19 books this month, it really felt like more of a slog than anything else. I feel much happier with the TBR. I feel like it focuses me much more, and I'm definitely going to continue with TBRs in the future. It was a really good experiment, but I'm definitely better with a more focused approach, and so that's what I'll be continuing on with. But let's get into the books that I read this month. As I said, I read 19 things. These were split quite nicely across the 4 and 5 stars in the majority. I had 2 2-star reads, 4 3-star reads, 8 4-star reads and 5 5-star reads. So there was quite a few 5-star reads in there, and I will get to them a bit more at the end. In order to look a little bit more in depth, we will look at the genre. The genre I read most of this month was general fiction. I then read 6 graphic novels, 5 YA books and 1 classic. So it was a really good mix, and I really did enjoy a lot of the books that I've read. However, as I say, I feel much better and happier when I have a TBR, and also when I've got buddy reads going on, I find it just keeps me going and motivates me to read. So I'm just going to take you through all of the books that I've read. The 2-star reads were Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, Made for Love by Marie Force. The 3-star reads Ward Sargasso Sea by Jean Rhys, Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon, Unfollow, The Pirates of Pangaea, and then the 4-star reads Thornfield Hall by Jane Stubbs, Re-Jane by Patricia Park, Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick, On the Other Side by Carrie Hope Fletcher, The Lie Tree by Frances Hardinge, My Little Pony Volume 1 Ponytail, Zodiac Star Force. And then for my 5-star reads, Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay, The Museum of You by Caris Bray, Gemina by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, Gem Volume 2 Viral, My Little Pony Volume 1 Friendship is Magic. So those were all the reads for this month. I'm just going to talk very briefly about a couple of the 5-star reads. So the 3 books that I want to chat to you a little bit about are, firstly, The Museum of You by Caris Bray. This is an ARC copy, so the finished copy doesn't look like this, but I just think this was such a brilliant story. It's the 3rd book that I've read by Caris Bray. I read Sweet Home, her short story collection, and A Song for Issy Bradley, and this is the 3rd book and just as good as all the others. We follow a young protagonist over her summer holidays. Her father is a bus driver and a single parent. Her mother has died, and we're finding out a bit more about her mother and about the past and how sort of it all came about. And her father has become a little bit of a hoarder, and he has the spare bedroom full of things that belong to her mother, and so she decides that she's going to spend the summer looking through these things and creating a museum. And I don't want to say any more. This was a lovely story, a really great look into some very interesting and complex characters and situations, and I think you will love it. Next up is Gemina. I was very lucky to receive this as an ARC copy. It doesn't come out actually until October. It's by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. It's a sequel to Illuminae, which I loved, and this was no exception. The format is similar. It's written in video logs and DMs and emails, and it's following a new cast of crew on Jump Station Herne, and it's fast-paced and fun. It's really, really worth a read. If you enjoyed Illuminae, you will love the sequel. And the final book that I want to talk about is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Volume 1. I can't believe how much I'm loving My Little Pony, but this graphic novel is just what I love. It has a really beautiful, bright, colourful colour palette and a really fun story. I love the characters in this. I love their personalities. I definitely recommend, if you're at least a little bit intrigued, try it out and see for yourselves, because It's just so much fun. It's clean, wholesome fun in a graphic novel, which sometimes is just what you want. So yeah, I really loved this and it's come as a wonderful surprise. So that's my wrap up for June. It was a good month, but back to my TBR for next month and let's see how that goes. I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now, BookTube.